Hey, how y'all doing? It's been a while, again, but this time I'm back with something very exciting. So for a little over a year, I've been working on a little something I call This is a Comic. It's supposed to be a horror comic with some ARG stuff, some psychological stuff, and a whole lot of breaking the fourth wall. Now I can hear you saying, why now, of all times, to start talking about this? Well, dear viewer, not too long ago, I just finished season 1, woo! And in honor of that, I decided to do a little Q&A to talk about it and then hopefully connect these two worlds of mine. I didn't really have a reason to keep it a secret, other than I felt like it would add to like the immersion of the comic, but I felt like now would be a good time to, you know, like one arc of the story is over. I haven't uploaded a video in a while. Sure, there are some people who are going to see this and be like, what the hell is a webtoon? And other people are going to see this and be like, who are you? I'm just trying to bring it all together, compact it. All one thing. So, yeah. All the questions coming from my webtoon comments, by the way. Without further ado, welcome to This is a Q&A. So stupid. So, first from Do or Do Not. How did you come up with the concept for this comic? Okay, so here's the dramatic backstory. I was on a Discord call one night with my friends Tex and Griffin, where I made the first episode and I posted it after like messing around on MS Paint for a while. I just decided to put it on Webtoon. I don't know why. It started as a joke, to be honest. I mean, how scary can a stick figure be, really? But soon after I posted it, I realized the potential, and I sort of accidentally made a whole Google Doc of lore. Whoopsie. And so I also named them Red, because he's red, G, because I wanted something simple, easy to remember, and J, just because I like that name. And just to clarify, I am Cece. J is a character that I made up for the comic. I didn't think anyone was still confused about that, but like, I just felt like I should say that, you know. Next, from Beetle the Silkwing. I love your art, by the way. Thank you for that. I counted and I've drawn red over 130 times in my notebook alone. How do you feel about this? That's actually pretty impressive, not gonna lie. To be honest, I did kind of expect Red to be a fan favorite from the beginning. Like, he just has that vibes, and everyone loves a villain, so. I will say, though, a lot more simps appeared than I was expecting. Also, yeah, I knew about the Church of Red. Shame on you. Anyway, moving on. From 934 Ocean Dragonfly, were there any webtoons or thingies that inspired you to make This is a Comic? This is a really interesting question, but I feel like my answer is kind of disappointing. To be honest, nothing really directly inspired me to make it. It was just something I decided to do. However, I will say I've always been a fan of like horror and stuff, obviously, if you see literally anything on my channel. So a lot of the things that I do could probably be traced back to something that I've liked in the past, but nothing by itself inspired it. Next, from Dan. How would the comic have gone if you didn't include the comments? That's funny, actually, because in the beginning, I wasn't going to include comments at all. It was just going to be like a collection of mini-stories with some hints of lore sprinkled through. It was only when I decided to have Red do his little takeover thingy that I realized that interacting with comments was actually like a great addition to the story. And then after that, basically the entire thing was changed. It was also fun for people to see characters react to the things they say, I think. So that's a bonus. I like it. People like it, you know. Why does G have no arms? From Shalamaboosh. Okay, listen. Hear me out, listen. I know people were literally yelling at me to add arms, but in my defense, it is way funnier if he doesn't have them. I didn't really have a reason why for the lack of arms at first, but at this point I feel like it's just principle that I keep them off, so we'll see. Next is from Musical Theater Nerd. Same. What do you think all of the characters look like in your actually well-drawn art style? Thank you, first of all. Second of all, I'm glad you asked because I actually have some sketches that I did from a while ago. So here's Red. Here's J. And here's our boy G. This looks really awkward before editing. Next is from a collection of symbols. I'm not even gonna try and read that out. Are you planning on adding more characters in the future? Well, I don't really want to give away too much because secrets and all that. However, I will say I do have plans for more characters in the future. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. Next is another long one, but I'm gonna try and read it. Okay. 2387 at #star27. If you could draw, what made you decide to do the comic with stick figures? Well, so a long time ago, I actually tried to make a comic using like actual art that I really tried on. However, it only ended up being about 5 episodes long before I burnt out, and then I just never uploaded it again. The problem was that my favorite part of like doing this thing, like creating stuff, is like the writing. I love writing, but unfortunately, that means it's pretty hard for my ADHD ass to come up with the motivation to put the same energy into the art as I do into the writing. So this was like a great opportunity for me, I think, because it gave me the chance to like really focus and work on the story without having to worry too much about like the aesthetics of the comic. I'm just happy that people still decided to give it a chance despite it looking like that. So I think that's about it for the questions. As for when season 2 is gonna start up, I'm not really sure, but it definitely shouldn't be too long. I absolutely love making this comic, so you know, I can't wait to show you guys what I have in store for the next season. It's gonna be so fun. I also have other ideas for other like projects and videos and stuff if anyone is interested in that. You know, hopefully it'll be an eventful year. Either way, thank you for all the love that you've given the comic. I really appreciate it. It feels like I've actually accomplished something. You know, like and subscribe, and follow me on Twitter. I don't know, bye!